Not meant for men who look like me. You know, it's meant for waif-like men, like you, but not me. Not men built like men. It's a pleasure to have you here, sir. Thank you very much. I'm a media guy, and I understand messaging. I understand how you push this forward. And this conversation that people are having about a tax and a penalty, it is not a penalty and it is not a tax. It is the Obama tax. If there's a conversation about messaging. It is a tax because it has to be a tax because the Supreme Court said it was a tax. Let me take you back a week ago in an event in Boston. Now this is not about a candidate. I want to be sure I'm explaining something about the administration and about a value judgment and how things are done via media. They said, the president said to this crowd in Boston, by the way, I want to thank you for Euclid. It had to do with a trade in baseball from the Boston Red Sox to the Chicago White Sox of a player named Kevin Euclid. And the crowd booed him. They booed him huge. It's Boston. You don't talk about the Red Sox in a bad way in Boston. These people are insane. It's like mocking the Redskins. It's like mocking the Hogs. No, bad karma. The White House came out and said, no, he wasn't booed. They were saying "Uke" for this player, Kevin Euclid. The story is over the minute you allow the booing to happen and move on. It's good ribbing, it's good-natured fun. No, 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 no. They can't handle that. They can't handle the idea that someone booed him. Therefore, they have to spin the story. Now you have the Supreme Court telling you it's a tax. It came from on high. It is a tax. It's the only way they can get this entire conversation to move forward, and they want to tell you it's a penalty. That's the media spin. That ain't the reality. A tax is a tax, especially when they tell you the only way you can engage this entire concept of healthcare is a tax. When you take a look at what's happening in Virginia, if you start off with a $1.2 billion surplus and you end with a $4.2 billion shortfall, that's not good governance. That's bad policy. And that's how the conversation is getting phrased by us. That's how the conversation needs to get phrased to Virginia. It's a conversation of bad policy. It always has been. And I'm from California. I know bad policy. The city of Stockton just went bankrupt. If you listen very carefully, you can hear the dominoes fall in California as 20 cities wait in the wings. They're waiting to go bankrupt. It's bad policy. As you move through and you engage these conversations in video, how am I looking, by the way? Like,
fabulous.
Of course I look fabulous. What kind of thing is that? It's a trick question. Whether you're creating video, hold on. Take the picture, take the picture. There you go, my goodness. I do this for a living, folks. If you're writing on Twitter, if you're writing on Facebook, if you're writing an email to your friends, if you're standing at the water cooler, if you're creating videos, if you're giving a speech, they want to tell you the words that are acceptable and unacceptable. They want to tell you what can and cannot be said. If those things are contradictory to the truth, then those are not the things to say. It is a tax. When it is a tax, it is a bad policy. When it is a bad policy, and don't let anybody, anywhere, at any time, tell you how to speak when the truth must be spoken. My name is Tom.